and the background he had. He was the party guy. He hung out with everybody. Everybody wanted to go to puppy parties down at Howard University.
Howard University.
I'm still trying to figure out.
Shout out to Howard University. I'm right down the street from Howard. I was there when Puffy was throwing big parties. I was there, couldn't sleep that night because I wanted to go to the party. I was there when Biggie Smalls hit the stage and they was acting like they was fighting, and the whole crowd just said, "Damn, they rumbling." They was looking like they was fighting for real. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Check it out. What's up? What's up, YouTube? I don't even know where we at. What's up, YouTube? One of the things I wanted to say is, you notice we're using more and more echo again. That's my stilo, baby. We use a little bit, but when it's real serious, when it's a serious, like especially the children and everything, man. When it's not a laughing matter, but we celebrating for Jaguar. I think Jaguar been preaching and talking about Jay-Z is worse than the Dilla. Love when she say that. And Jaguar, I wish some of your trolls would come in our chat room so we could say, "There's some trolls in this house. There's some trolls in this house." If you see him, I like that. I like all the stuff that Jaguar does, man. So, hey, check this out, man. We at Sean Otwood's channel. I had the opportunity to do a lot of things on his channel. Also, Jaguar Wright invited Uncle Mike on her channel, and these three guys that you see on the screen right now, Ron, shout out to Ron. I've been on Ron's channel and we talked a lot and everything. Ron don't let me talk, so I chopped it all up. Jaguar let me talk and Sean let me talk, and shout out to that team. It's a whole team over there, man. Ronnie Bo, shout out to him. He doing his thing, man. I gotta get with these people. I quit my job, so I got a lot of things that I'm trying to get off my plate. And today we got a lot of things off the plate. So anyway, without any further ado, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Jaguar Wright, man. Let's check her out, man. Let's check it out.
I mean, Jaguar Wright.
Got the baby.
No, you had it right the first time. Hey, Siggy.
Siggy sleep.
Say hello to Jaguar. Wave.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that kid. Look at
that.
God.
Look at them cheeks.
Look at that. I could just sit here. This is the show.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, welcome.
Right, I'm going to give him back to the babysitter. I'll be right back.
No problem. Well, everybody, thank you for being here. We're obviously live on the Sean Atwood channel. Where else can you see the greatest creator himself, Little Ziggy, live and in full 4K? Jaguar Wright, how are you? What's been going on? Fill us in. No one cares what I've got to say. Just tell us. Listen, keep it. Before we get into the news, all right? Tell me how you are as a human, as a person. How are you? Like, what's been going on? How are you feeling?
I'm all right. It was rough.
Yeah.
Last night.
Yeah.
Just remembering, all the sacrifices made to get to this point.
Yes.
So how long is the list of people who now owe you an apology? Because I'm just brainstorming it in my head here, and the list's getting
what I will say is whatever apologies are owed, give them to God, because that's who we need to apologize to. We got to this point because we've glorified human beings over God. And every time this happens, we get disappointed, don't we?
Yeah, it's you think there's a lesson to learn there somewhere, Jack. You know what I mean? But do you not think it's testament to the power of distraction?
Absolutely.
As one monster is taken down by Joe's, we're offered this new group, this new band, this new movie, distraction. And then, Why not throw some germs into the mix and keep everyone inside for a little while? There's a whole bunch that goes on, but the distraction is real.
Distraction is how it works.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and anytime you have pockets of people awakening at the same time and coming to the same kind of conclusions, that's usually when the distractions become the greatest. That's why I am the way that I am. You know, a lot of people thought that I was just being mean to Courtney Burgess, or being cheeky with Ariel Kidd, or being hard on Lamisha Fuller. But the truth is, I wasn't.
I'm just saying.
I just knew something that no one else knew.
Yeah.
I knew they were all lying.
And
All
just,
of them.
just give me a heads up, right? Just give me a heads up next time. Just be like, hey, just, this is about to happen. I'll be like, okay, that's
I couldn't do that, Roro.
I'm just busting your
She
chops.
call him
No,
Ro.
but you know why I couldn't do it? Because it needed to be natural and it needed to play out. And I didn't need to be the one that, look,
Yeah.
everyone's always so quick to call me a liar. So I've learned how to just shine lights in areas where they need to be so everyone can get to the right conclusion at the same time.
And so far, man, you gotta say something. You gotta say that a lot of stuff she's been saying been coming out
Without it being manipulated or engineered in any way.
Oh yeah, here. I hear you 100%. I was just busting your chops. Hey, you gotta fight the good fight. And
Yeah, but people have been busting your chops, Roro, and I don't like that.
Listen, Roro hasn't paid any attention to it. Roro sees none of that chop busting. He's got a house that he's doing up, a baby on the way, Christmas round the corner, and about 9 podcasts a week. If you think I've got time to even remotely look down at the bottom feeders, I am so sorry to disappoint you all. I am not the one, man. I am not the one. Yeah.
No, you're not. And I just hope that everyone also appreciates the fact that you guys didn't know that a goose egg got dropped off to you. It was brought to you as real content, and you treated it with respect and care and decency, and there was great diplomacy. No one was disrespected. No one was made a fool of. I'm the bad guy.
Oh, you're not a bad guy.
I'm the bad guy, not these guys.
You're the
No,
messenger.
because
That's all you are. You're the messenger, but you just choose to write your message on a brick. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Go ahead, Roddy. You just choose to write it on a brick. That's funny right there.
I'm the bad guy, not these guys.
You're the
No,
messenger.
because
That's all you are. You're the messenger, but you just choose to write your message on a brick. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. All right?
well, you know, if you've been standing at the window trying to get everybody's attention, eventually you're gonna have to find a way to get their attention.
Yeah. If you're here and you're saying stuff, I've got such a trust in you that even if it seems like everything's going crazy, I know you've got your hands on the wheel. So it's all good. It's all good.
This has been my life. I don't think anyone knows what this is like.
Well, can you touch on it a little bit first, Jag? You touched on it a little bit before Sean came back, having to relive all this. And this isn't just YouTube. This isn't just celebrity drama. This isn't Hollywood or anything. This is a reality. And as much as you can, I don't want to encourage you re-traumatizing or reliving. But what was it like? Because there must have been a sense of validation, a sense of rage and re-traumatization.
All of those things, but I'm emboldened because I know that this newsreel, this news cycle is giving some people hope that didn't have hope a week ago. I spoke to someone that's very close to me in the midst of all of this. I've been dealing with a lot. I had one of my researchers and my apprentice was jailed, but all her charges are being dismissed. Thank God. And she's been helping us locate some of the children. Another one of people that we work that's also a survivor was just released from a mental hospital because of the things that she was speaking out against about Akon. Imagine what it's like to be dealing with fake victims online and real victims in real life, and the real victims asking you, are they real, Jag? Are they going to derail the case? How is this? And I'm sitting there, no, we got it. It's going to be okay. One of my witnesses was just almost unalived. And Big Homie CC is helping us with that.
Okay. Shout out to Big Homie CC.
He's with us at 12 o'clock midnight tonight, UK time.
Yeah, Big Homie CC is, as far as bodyguard and security guard and doing his thing, he don't play, man. And in fact, y'all need to check out. It's a video great hit. I'm just spoiler alert. The video is about to hit our channel that we did a reaction of. Big Homie CC and Ron was talking, and Ron accidentally gave him some information that he didn't know about, and all of a sudden the interview went to the point where Big Homie CC like, man, wait a minute, hold on, I gotta make a phone call. I'm gonna put you on mute for a minute because he's calling his people. Yeah. It's like the time to act is now. Ain't that right, Jaguar? Can't wait to get you on the show, baby. You're gonna get on the show now.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of real things that are happening in real time while all of this is going on. So I just want people to understand that when these fake stories come and these detractors and these distractions come, it's literally messing with the self-esteem, the confidence, and the surety that maybe justice is finally here. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And they say, Jag, you said Diddy was going down and we didn't believe you. And now Jay-Z, maybe it's gonna happen this time. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I deal with a lot. Keep my hands on the wheel. Keep trying to help steer us to justice.
Do you think the Jay-Z allegation could go over to a criminal indictment?
The way it's looking, I'm sure it will. I'm absolutely sure it will. What I don't understand is why people are having such a hard time believing that this could be true. I don't understand why. He knew that he was the John Doe, assailant. He knew. A few other people knew. Most of us knew about around the same time I did Pierce Morgan. So that cease and desist, which was nothing more than a phone call and no paperwork required, seems even more egregious now. Because when they sent that out, calling me a heinous liar and saying that it was ridiculous and this and that, and people needed to apologize, you knew you were the person that was going to be held into account with Diddy. They gave you the chance to settle out of court since your reputation meant so much to you. But to come back now and say, make it criminal, you could have said that back then. Why continue to just stay this John Doe? Why do a John Doe lawsuit against the lawyers that are representing Diddy? And meanwhile, this isn't your case. This is Diddy's case, and you are the co-assailant, and you still won't acknowledge him. You still won't say his name. Like I said on Pierce Morgan, Jay-Z's big talent is he starts little fires everywhere and then forces everyone else to go and carry water and put it out while he sneaks away without ever having to take responsibility. That's a lot easier to do when allegedly you're a government informant as well. People need to start looking. Why? In all of the things that was said in that god-awful statement, the one thing that should have been said was, Diddy and I have been friends for years, though his situation is unfortunate, and I'm praying that he will be found innocent. I did not do this with him. That was not said.
Good point. Good point. Good point. So far, they acting like their cases are separate, but this filing they had both of their names on it, one and the other. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't said.
The one thing that should have been said was, Diddy and I have been friends for years, though his situation is unfortunate, and I'm praying that he will be found innocent. I did not do this with him. That was not said. He's still pretending like this has nothing to do with Diddy. Meanwhile, you're talking about words like honor and valor and saying what people lack in integrity. You have none, sir. Because if you really wanted to sue somebody, you should have sued me by now. You should have sued me. Your lawyer got my number. He called us. I mean, he had other people call, but it is his firm. Everybody thought I was crazy when I said it was this Jane Doe person was Jay-Z. Everyone thought I was crazy. Oh no, it's Kevin Hart. Yeah. It's just nuts. It's just nuts how people just enjoy being lied to, you know? He doth protest a lot for someone who's done nothing wrong.
Are you seeing parallels with Diddy not settling with Cassie and Jay-Z not settling with Busby?
It's the exact same thing. And guess what? He's going to be disappointed the exact same way. Because what's happening now is with all the money you've been losing and all of those deals that fell through after Pierce Morgan while you were busy trying to save face when you knew you was going to be named in this suit anyway. Well, what does all of that look like now? $500 million, $500 million lost on $50 joints that don't light up. You got to be the worst businessman in the world. You had a whole streaming company. You stole everyone's catalog, including mine, didn't pay anybody for it, and then sold the company without paying anybody. And, you know, I can't stand Onika, but thank you, Nikki, for telling him that he robbed you too, just like he robbed everybody else. This man is a liar and a thief and a charlatan who believes in dark magic. Nasty things, godless things. He's been lying his whole life. And he wants to talk about where he's from in Brooklyn and how they protect people. Who protected your brother when you pow-powed him? Is that how y'all take care of kids? Because you and your brother were kids when you pow-powed him. Who looked out for him? Surely wasn't your mother. These people are liars. They are frauds. They are charlatans. And they will do anything to keep their grasp on power. The reason why he didn't want to come forward and say anything was because he was hoping his wife was going to help swing that vote for that lying woman that lost. Who works for his best friend, Barry.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all know she talking about the vice president who is not going to be the president. Whew, man, this stuff is getting so deep, man. I wish all of it. I wish 100,000% of it was lies. That's what I wish. But unfortunately, somebody out here telling the truth, because Diddy behind bars with 120 people allegedly fouling stuff. Oh my God, man. White parties with all this crazy stuff going on. Whoa.
For that lying woman that lost.
That lying woman that
Who
lost.
works for his best friend, Barry.
Mm-hmm.
Why do people have such a hard time? If you lie about one thing, if you lie about another thing, if you lie about another thing, chances are you just lie about anything. Meanwhile, you got videos with fake victims telling lies, confusing the jury pool, racking up a couple million views in just under a month, and you have Sean Carter's childhood best friend, the first person he betrayed like a Judas. His video hits 1 million views and gets demonetized. How does the fake Diddy victims video still collecting money, but the truth about Jay-Z is being demonetized? I don't get it. Shout out to my friend 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦. Hashtag Silent King. The first person to tell the truth about Sean Carter.
Okay.
Their truth isn't the narrative they want out there and monetized, though, right? The truth isn't controllable. It's easier to demonetize and suppress the truth, Jag. It's absolutely horrendous the way that it carries on across these platforms.
And yet they enjoy doing everything that they do in secrecy. You know, that's the thing that I don't like. They wield all this power. They wield all this influence. They use all of this money. They play God. But they don't ever want to be honest about how they're doing it. They don't want to ever claim who they really are, what they really stand for. If it was good, why are you hiding? What's wrong with a little transparency? Why can't y'all be honest? Because you know how terrible it all sounds. You're absolutely right. These accusations are heinous, but they are not baseless. And it's just time. It's your time. I told you, Sean. I told you on Pierce. You are going to respond. And no one's going to let you get away with anything from here on out, especially not me. Yeah, it's about the gist of it.
So for the 7,000 people watching live, then all of Jaguar's links are in the description box. Please support her work. And I watched your video this morning where you were talking about a lot of this, and I could see it really affected you. But you've got to feel some kind of, like Ron said earlier, you know, it's proven you right over and over again, these things.
Yeah. I just wish that they would have listened to me the first time. We could have avoided some stuff. Just like I wish they had listened to Natanya the first time. We could have avoided some stuff.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. If everyone had just done their jobs that night in that nightclub,
come on now,
history would be so different right now. Like there would be. I mean, are we foolish to say that? Would he have just been replaced with the next?
Of course. But the thing is, it's what makes Diddy so special is at the time he came into the industry and the background he had. He was the party guy. He hung out with everybody. Everybody wanted to go to puppy parties down at Howard University.
Howard University.
I'm still trying to figure out.
Shout out to Howard University. I'm right down the street from Howard. I was there when Puffy was throwing big parties. I was there, couldn't sleep that night because I wanted to go to the party. I was there when Biggie Smalls hit the stage and they was acting like they was fighting, and the whole crowd just said, "Damn, they rumbling." They was looking like they was fighting for real. Yeah, shout out to everybody. I was there. I was there when Puffy was cutting up, yelling at the radio station because they had dirty vans. Nobody noticed that the vans was dirty. We noticed it because he was yelling about it. Yeah.
He hung out with everybody. Everybody wanted to go to puppy parties. Down at Howard University. I'm still trying to figure out how Kamala missed any.
Go ahead, Jag.
Because all of the AKA party girls used to go to the Diddy parties with Mark Barnes.
Mark Barnes, come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. Don't say Mark. Don't say. They don't even know who Mark Barnes is. Mark Barnes? She said Mark Barnes' name. We was on one-on-one. That's Mark Barnes was running Club Love. Just in case y'all don't know, Club Love was the biggest club in Washington, D.C. Anybody that was famous at that time, when they came to Washington, D.C., they went to Club Love. Club Love had a VIP section. I'm one of the soundmen, right? I'm in there. I'm one of the soundmen. They had a VIP line that will actually go up in price all the way up to like $150, $200, $300. And then some of the wannabe ballers would finally get out of line. That was Mark Barnes' club. And what make it so bad is Mark jumped into the sound truck, and I was standing right there. It was me, y'all. It was me. And they jumped. Man, get him out of our truck. Don't let him drive the truck. I said, that ain't my truck. You tell him. That dude was crazy. You think Puffy was crazy. Mark Barnes was crazy. But he was running a business, and we was late. The sound company was late. So he jumped in the truck and backed it all up all fast and everything. Come on, man. Unload the truck. Let's go. Yeah. I'm letting y'all know, man. I was there. I was way in the back, but I was there. Woo!
Because all of the AKA party girls used to go to the Diddy parties with Mark Barnes. You know, there's so much intermingling and intertwining, and just years and years. But even thinking about, just looking at it all, it's thinking about Angelo, my manager. He came to me in my dream the other night. As soon as I found out that it was going to hit the news feed, I woke up and it was starting to catch fire. But I heard Angelo. He came to me in a dream. And he said, "You got him, Jags. You got that lion, mother. You got him, Jags." And he just went walking off. Oh, Goomba. I miss my friend. I do. But he sat down on the blue couch to defend me. We both knew what we were putting on the line, and I
don't you cry.
Gotta get it right.
Don't you cry, girl. Shoot.
Gotta get it right.
Don't you cry.
I have to live with the fact every day that man could possibly not be here because of me.
God dog it. I can't type. Oh my God.
I don't talk about that. There's real life consequences to what happens online.
Can you imagine how many years?
I'm sorry.
She's been waiting for this.
Salute to my friend Angelo Minerci.
Wow. God dog, man.
My guy.
You're doing great, Jaguar. You've been the tip of the spear on this. It must take a lot out of you.
Yeah, it does. But when I get to, little great moments where I get to see Ziggy.
Don't make me go and grab him again.
And that smile. No, because that's what we're doing it for.
Amen.
Exactly.
Everything that we're doing is to make sure that those smiles never leave those beautiful little faces.
Yeah. Amen.
It makes you feel doubly angry at these monsters when you look at your little kid and you think, oh.
Yeah. 13-year-old girl. Just trying to get to the action.
And don't forget to hit the thumbs up, live chat. Hit the thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up for me, please. If y'all believe in this and y'all believe in Jaguar, let's show support by hitting the thumbs up, please. I appreciate it. Here we go. Back to the show.
Somehow she ended up in one of Diddy's cars with.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me check this part out.
13-year-old girl.
13-year-old.
Just trying to get to the action.
Yep. The fun.
And somehow she ended up in one of Diddy's cars with one of Diddy's drivers, and her life has never been the same. You know, everyone's talking about Jay-Z, but is anybody talking about that woman? The effects that she's still experiencing 20 years later? And I get it. Nobody's asking themselves if what happened to Anna played a part in why her marriage didn't work. Or why she responded in certain ways in her divorce. Like, when you take a woman and you show her that there's no help, that there is no safety, and that whatever you want to do to her, you can do to her, and no one can stop you, that changes a person. It changed me, for sure. Of all of the things that people, you're trying to bring a black man down. Why you want to bring our people down? If you can call people that are capable of doing those things your people, no, you are not my people. You are not my people. If you can call these monsters who do the things that they do to helpless women, pharmaceutically induced into nowhere, so that their bodies can be used as a playground for the devil? You not my people. And shame on anybody who calls them your people. Because if those are your people, please stay far away from me. We got to stop putting color on things. We got to stop putting all of this other stuff. We have to see it for what it is. There is good, there is evil. Choose one. I'm so sick and tired of hearing people apologize to me. Honestly. It's gotten to the point now where anytime I hear somebody want to apologize, I want to just do that. You know?
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
I hear sorry so much. I just wish people would stop being sorry. And if you're going to apologize, back it up with action. Stop being so quick to believe lies. Stop being so quick to be fooled. Because you like the shoes someone wears, or the way they walk across the stage, or the car, the chain. Like, and the people who pretend to be these people, you got to take pity in them. Because what kind of person would want to be known as somebody who's lived through some of the things I've lived through? You got to be a really sad person to admire the attention that someone else's pain brings. It's kind of low. Am I wrong, guys?
Nope.
Like, who would want to be a Diddy victim?
Yeah.
You got it, that there's something off there. Somebody said, the whistleblowers are fighting and Jag is getting rid of everyone because she's used to be the only one lying, and she's lying and she's doing. Yeah. And the whistleblowers, it's the attack of the whistleblowers. Jaguar's gobbling up all of the whistleblowers because no one lies like she lies. You know, it's like, are you kidding me? Who's fighting to be the most annoyed human being on the planet? I am annoyed more than your average human being on a whole nother level. Who wants the pleasure of that?
Yeah, we're going to stop right here for a second, man. Wait a minute. My live channel and everything. Yeah, most definitely. That what she just said, because they in the chat, they tearing it up, man. What she just said should answer all y'all. There's some trolls in this house. We're gonna let y'all stay because that you got a right to voice your opinion. For everybody, I don't care who it is. She's bringing awareness. Period. She's bringing awareness. Now, if she lying or she been in the truth or whatever, because the bad people, we already know they lying. They straight up tricking and doing everything against the book. They doing everything against the book. When us good people, we got to go straight by the book. But you got to kind of cross that line just a little bit to get your point out sometimes. So I don't know. So far, a lot of stuff she done said that came true. Why is it coming true, though? That's the part I don't understand. And you're going to get pushback. I'm getting pushback, and I ain't even telling no story. I'm not pointing the finger at nobody. Ron got pushback, and he's showing facts. Oh, my God, man. The pushback crew. What you going to do? And then when the pushback that you claimed that she was lying about come true, and then you go, well, okay, I was wrong on that one. But, other things she said was wrong. What about all the stuff she said that was right? I can't understand this. Come on, y'all.
Planet, I am annoyed more than your average human being on a whole nother level.
On a whole nother level.
The pleasure of that.
Who want to put themselves out there for that? Can't even walk down the street.
All of you people who are jealous of the attention that our pain brings,
don't say that.
Shame on you.
Don't say that.
Go get a life.
Yeah, go get a life. Go get something.
Really?
Yeah.
Get a life.
Yeah.
Because thinking that accepting money and sympathy for things you've never gone through, as terrible as the things some of us have been through, that is egregious. And that would make you one of the most pathetic people on the face of the planet. Nobody wants to be this.
Right.
Who wants to be this?
Right.
Who in their right mind would want this? Being forced to move in a moment's notice. Listen, look at Tony Busby. He's being followed. His family's being followed. He's being gaslit. The same things that have happened to my life are happening to this attorney. Why?
Gotta be a true soldier.
Because he's standing up for people who were hurt. Please, somebody else say something other than me.
Jaguar, what do you think about Jay-Z trying to use his daughter as a shield, saying, we can't be doing this, it's hurting my daughter, exposing me, it's hurting my daughter?
I wonder if her mother's alleged drug addiction hurts her.
Where was his empathy for everybody else's goddamn daughters? I think that's more at the point, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a pure narcissist. He could care less about anything or anyone else but himself. And those children are body shields. When they got married, they had a prenup. 3 children had to be produced so she could collect 500,000 for the girls and $1 million for a boy. Like, this is business. That was decided before all of those children came in the marriage contract. You should see that prenup she signed. It's all business. Cold, hard math.
Woo.
You don't care about that. I had to sit down and talk with my children. Since when? You don't got to. Just the people that you hire to take care of her while their mother's locked in a room listening to gospel music, rocking back and forth for 14 hours. And you got to pray for it. You got to pay an evangelist to come to your house to pray out the room. When does she have time to be a mother when she's suffering from all of these? It's so funny because he wants to paint the picture that they're June Cleaver, Ward and June Cleaver. And I don't know what in the freak off is going on, guys.
Jag, do you think that we're going to start seeing the network being exposed a little bit here? There's a lot of people talking now about the fact that, okay, so if we're being serious about the human transportation and all these things, that ain't a one-man business, you know. And when we look at, they actually mentioned the Man on the Island, and they mentioned 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 from Harrods, and I've also brought in Jay-Z and Diddy. When do you think we're going? Because, for example, Beverly Rhodes has sent a message talking about limo drivers. Okay, limo drivers who will allegedly very much have been involved with the bringing and, you know, retrieval of young individuals.
And the Uber drivers. The Uber drivers are the fastest access. They're the easiest way.
Well, yeah, there's so much that is coming to light from
over 10,000 women have gotten into an Uber and not made it home in the United States in the past 10 years. No one talks about that.
Yeah.
You hear that? Did y'all hear that?
How long Uber's?
Did y'all hear that? I'm pretty sure y'all heard that, Melissa. Melissa, I don't know why I keep stopping on that picture of yours with your beautiful self. You know, hey, my boo-boo in the chat room, man. Love you, boo-boo. God dang, Melissa. You got it going on. That's a nice picture. Anyway, can you imagine that? Now, we did a video on a Uber driver, and the little boy done did something and put the Uber driver out and took the car and all that stuff. Then he ended up in jail again. Come on, y'all.
Those are the fastest access. They're the easiest way.
Golly.
Yeah, there's so much that is coming to light from
over 10,000 women have gotten into an Uber and not made it home in the United States in the past 10 years.
10 years.
No one talks about that.
Yeah. Is that how long Ubers have been around? 10 years now?
Uber started before I left Philly. I think it was because I started using Lyft 2012. I started driving for Lyft in 2016. I think Uber was around a year or two before Lyft. So yeah.
Time goes too fast.
Uber's been around for almost 15 years.
Yeah, that was more the, oh my God, that much time has passed. Not questioning your facts with it.
And Jay-Z bought a piece of the company. He invested in it in 2011.
Shut up.
I mean, that would be smart.
Wait. So 10,000 women just vanished, right? Jay-Z now indicted for doing horrible things to a young lady, and now he just so happens to own what I'm just saying, right? And that's up there with owning the land next to the border of Mexico, and it just so happened to be your ex-security guards. Like, that seems a little sus, but also could just be good business sense, right? Allegedly. I'm just saying.
I mean,
he owns a lot of land as well.
That land that they got down there by the border, it was already fit with El Chapo's tunnels. It's a great deal.
I was just about to say, and what a better way to sweeten the deal. You don't even have to bring in any machinery.
No.
You know, you just get a wee
all set up.
Yep. Yeah, wild, man. It is
and
wild.
People wonder why Misha got so scared when Adria started talking about Yellow Beezy's trap house that allegedly is being supplied by Jay-Z and the Diddler with children and pharmaceuticals. That's what Adria told me.
Right.
Now I want you to think about this. If Jay-Z and Diddy are doing illicit trafficking out of a local rapper's house that has been implicated in more than one federal crime.
Yeah.
And that's where she hangs. That's where Lamisha hangs. So I want you to think about this. It was Lamisha that contacted Adria, not the other way around. It was Lamisha that convinced Adria that they knew each other. It was Lamisha that told Adria all of these wild stories that Adria told that forced her to have to come and stand on them herself.
Wow.
If my best friend, who I don't want to snitch on me, who I'm in a bunch of illegal businesses, who if I don't shut this down, we're both going to go down. I don't see why I wouldn't cook up a little plot, throw things off, Clearly, the reach of those videos was enough to force Anna out. Yellow Beezy, Trap House, Trafficking, Dallas, minors and pharmaceuticals, and that's where Lamisha Fuller hangs out. Sounds like somebody asked that girl to go on a dummy mission.
Yeah. Beware the plants. One thing I wanted to ask Misha.
You should have heard her video. You should have heard her video that she did last night. It was tragic. Tragic. She's talking about scenes from The Handmaid's Tale, from the others. She's conflating and mixing. She's talking about Jay-Z and Diddy didn't want to hurt her, but Jay-Z and his wife did, and they gonna get him, and she's spiraling out.
Let me ask you bluntly then. What are we looking at here? Are we looking at a survivor of the same circles that you're a survivor from within Jag?
No.
Are we looking at
we are looking
Are we looking at a DID programming or something where a fractured mind has been sent in that's so manic you can't not pay attention to it?
I think she was selected because she's off her nut. I think she was coached. Everybody could see her reading, looking at screens, the way she... You want to know what I find more interesting than anything? Lionel B tried to accuse Natanya Rubin of being paranoid for not wanting to come to his studio that he built, that he wanted her to be there because it would be such a better vibe. But as manager of both Adria and Lamisha, why didn't he bring them to his studio in Florida live so it could be a better vibe?
Yeah.
Did I tell you that weirdo sent me a cease and desist?
Shudder. Oh yeah. Shudderino. Yeah.
Ain't that something? A liar who defamed my character by doing a video and telling everyone that I was a schizophrenic.
Oh, there's
Not true.
There's some great Reddit level conspiracy theories going around right now. Natanya's apparently a voodoo high priestess. Just throwing that out there. Also,
yeah,
I think
who likes gobbling up little girls. Like, what is this? What is this crap?
It's distraction. It's distraction. Do you know what it is? Do you know what I call it? Time holes, Jag. So if you've got
she's a voodoo witch and she's a voodoo witch and I'm a witch priestess.
Yeah.
We trying to take over the whole Combs enterprise. Like, this is insane.
Yeah. It's proper levels of insane, but it's time holes, Jag. So you'll have people that might not know that story, and they'll waste half an hour of their time, an hour or 2 hours of their time on nothing. If the opposition can wear out the ammunition, and the ammunition is collective time being used productively, if they can derail the productivity, all the better for them, and that's what it comes down to. And it's just a wild one. I think I've left the oven on, so apologies. I'll be back in one.
I'll be back in one.
That's all right. We cooking over here too.
We were looking at all the brand deals Jay-Z's got, and they're like a multiple of what Diddy's got. And we were looking at his relationship with the Obamas. Do you think because he's so connected, there's going to be a lot happening right now to try and protect his reputation because of the value of these brands is going to get smashed?
I think once I make it impossible for the NFL to continue to keep working with him in any capacity, brand deals are going to be a thing of the past.
Do you think that right now they're all having crisis meetings?
I know they are. They've been having crisis meetings since I did Pierce Morgan.
Hey, I got
when he knew he was being named in that lawsuit.
Hot dang. Hey, y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Hold up. Did y'all see that? Wait a minute. Watch this.
When he knew he was being named in that lawsuit.
Bam. The Music Recording Network, baby. Yeah, I was there. See, I was there when they was doing this live. Shout out to Sean. Yeah. Oh, maybe I shouldn't let y'all see that part. Most definitely. We keep it up there for a little while. Let's keep it up there for a little while. Yeah. You know, so anyway.
And do you think these PIs that were showing up at influencers' houses are part of this strategy to protect Jay-Z?
Oh, absolutely.
It was bad timing. It was supposed to jump up there earlier, then they would have said something about it, but it was bad timing. But anyway, here we go.
And do you think these PIs that were showing up at influencers' houses are part of this strategy to protect Jay-Z?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I can't wait till we find the footage of them talking to Lionel B. Allegedly.
Did he claim he got a visit?
Oh no.
No.
It's insane to think that I'm working for Jay-Z and Diddy.
Go ahead,
I got
bro.
4 cars and they all paid for. My content is lit. That's not going to age well.
Okay, what about the relationship with the Obamas?
Shout out to Premium Celeb. You know, that's Lionel's backup channel. Do you know what he's doing over there?
Whoa.
He's doing negative content on his clients and boosting me up so he can make some legit money, because I think you're about to lose that monetization on those lying videos, Lionel.
Yeah, it's all
Ain't that pathetic? Ain't that pathetic? He's on his main channel pretending like it's not getting destroyed because everyone knows that he lied and he put those girls up there to lie. So now you got a backup channel, Premium Celebs, so that you can trash your clients and make money off of that. I hope they sue you.
What do you know about Jay-Z's relationship with the Obamas?
It's very close. But him and Barry have a lot in common. You know? They're the new Rat Pack. Barry is JFK and you know, Diddy is Dean Martin. And Jay-Z he's Sammy Davis Jr.
Wow.
Quite the team. They've been doing a lot. What I don't like is that a United States president was working so closely with someone who has great ties to trafficking. I never understood that. This is a man that made himself famous pretending to be, you know, a pharmaceutical person. And now he can't even sell a $50 joint. Can't even get it to light up. Times have changed.
Do you think that with Trump coming in, it's going to change the ability for Jay-Z and the likes of these people to call in the troops?
Absolutely. There's definitely about to be a changing of the guard. And now that Obama has pretty much lost all influence in the United States, you're only as good as your friends. When it comes to, you know, the politics and money game in the United States, he is where he is because Warren Buffett vouched for him. I think people are forgetting how he came into money. He started big with real estate all up and down the eastern seaboard. John Carter bought over 400 or 500 acres of waterfront property and adjacent waterfront property from Connecticut all the way down to the DMV area. He owns large sections of lands and like ports and all kinds of stuff where you could just ship things right into the United States. And if nobody's paying attention, you wouldn't ever know it. But I'm sure he doesn't like talking about all of that because he bought it with Warren Buffett's money. Warren Buffett would cut him deals, allegedly, to be the face so that they could get, you know, urban grants for this and that because he's a poor guy from the projects. Meanwhile, Warren was running you. And then as things moved up and you and Diddy moved up, all of Diddy's friends also became your friends. Diddy got liquor, you got liquor. Diddy got this, you got that. But then, Diddy like to party, see?
And you gotta
Diddy
tell
likes
him
to
no.
wild out, and he don't really like to have to pretend that he's not him. But you are the greatest pretender, sir. That makes you better for politics. Or at least it did.
Warren Buffett once called Jay-Z the guy to learn from.
Yeah, because he's the guy. You don't hear him talking about old Warren so much anymore. He swindled him a little bit, didn't he? Especially in that Detroit deal. When they got all those so-called black billionaires and billionaires together, and Warren Buffett told them how they could come and they could buy up all of downtown Detroit on the cheap. Shoot, about 15 years ago, you could get a whole skyscraper there for about $1.5 million. You could buy 2 city blocks for $2.5. Warren got a bunch of guys together and they called it the urban, this coalition, and Jay-Z was there and a whole lot of people was there, and they bought it real cheap. But nobody wants to talk about the crime wave and the poisoning of the water that happened there before, that drove it all the way down so that they could buy it, $150 million worth of real estate for about $10 million. But Michigan should be thankful because at least Beyonce sent all of that bottled water after it all got poisoned.
Yeah, yeah. Sean, can you check your WhatsApp when you get a second, please, mate?
Yeah, we've got.
I just want to say a big shout out and hello to Ronnie Bow. I'm pretty sure he's in the side chat or watching from somewhere.
Hey, Ronnie.
Just chatting to him in the DMs just now. I hope you're doing well, mate.
Shout out to Ronnie Bow.
So, yeah.
Ronnie is family.
Yeah, Ronnie and I, I'll be honest with you, Ronnie and I had a little scuffle in our DMs, and we're put our differences aside, right? We're putting our differences aside, and I mean, I just want to say to Ronnie Bow that if he feels like I did, make some bad jokes or whatever, I do apologize. Certainly on the live.
Well, Ronnie's a little touchy right now.
Yeah, that's all right. He's allowed to be.
He has every right to be. We all are a little touchy right now. Lionel B tried to line him all the way up. Tried to get him to say things he didn't want to say. And when you've been duped by a content creator, it does create a little paranoia. You're a little weary. Is this going to be the guy that gets me? I just want to tell the truth, and you never know. So when it comes to Ronnie, I got love for Ronnie like he's like my brother, like my little brother now at this point. I want to see him win.
Facts.
I want to see him stay alive. I want him to thrive. People keep forgetting the only reason he's mixed up in this was because he happened to be serving time in the same place with R. Kelly. If that had never happened, we wouldn't even be talking about Ronnie. Ronnie would be kicking it with that beautiful woman he be with, minding his business, writing his books, But just that one intersection changed everything. And I think that's what people need to understand when it comes to this. You could be going about your normal life, but if something intersects and it takes hold, you got to deal with that. And it might change your course. If someone had told me that I was going to be on social media doing all of this stuff, I'd have told me crazy. I can't stand computers. I hate technology. Gets on my damn nerves.
Gets on my damn nerves.
You got to go to where the world is if you want the world to know things. So I put it aside and I got online. You know, and this is it. There's no turning back.
Yes.
But I love Gene Deal because my bro told me, baby girl, just trust the process.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna be just fine. And that's that.
Well, you've got 13K watching right now, and there's two questions coming up consistently. One of them is, who is Celebrity B? And the other one is, has Piers Morgan reacted or said anything since the Jay-Z news? Do you have a message for Piers Morgan?
I spoke to his producer.
I bet you did.
I'm sure she'll pass on whatever the message was. But what I will say is, huh?
I just wanted, sorry to interrupt you. I just
Oh,
wanted to
please
say,
interrupt.
yeah, listen, that's what I'm here
You've
to do.
actually been a little too quiet.
I've got a pregnant lady who I needed to. I've made a dinner and I've cleaned the kitchen and I've hung up some washing in the whole, just because I can't anger the hormones, right? But
No, please
in about 15 minutes, I was going to send the link over to Ronnie Bow, and I just wanted to double check that was okay with yourself and with Sean, rather than setting up a new show, because his message is so important, and we've got 13K here. I think that's the best way for him to capitalize.
We love Ron. We love Ronnie. Bring him in.
Yeah, most definitely, man. You know, she said that she was down with Ronnie Bow. Hell, she was on the same channel with Courtney. Yeah, she lit into him. So, you know, the Jaguar ain't scared of nobody. You can get Jay-Z on there with her if you could. Look here, man. We're going to cut it right here. It's going to be a part 2 to this video. Look here, you live stream. Don't go nowhere, because we're going to pick right on up. So when y'all see part 2, you're going to see me in the same outfit, because we don't we try to keep our videos down to an hour because of our equipment. So, hey, I gotta admit, man, she makes a lot of sense. And if you trying to get your message out there, there's some trolls in our chat room. We might kick them out. I've told them to hold off on them, Murph. Let them say something, you know, maybe on the second half, we just kick them on out. There you go. Because I think y'all hurting some people's feelings that's feeling Jaguar. So anyway, look here. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all stay tuned for part 2. And I really think that Jag is sticking her neck out to do a lot of things that she believe in. Now, if she lying or if she not lying, I'm just gonna let y'all know, if you trying to do something in this world, you got to stick your neck out a little bit. So I know one thing, she brave. They can't deny that. And I'm brave too. Us brave people will stick our neck out to get our point across. So y'all cowards are sitting back in the background saying, she lying. Get brave and stick your neck out and start a Jaguar She's Lying channel. See how far you get. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Take that and put it in your pipe and smoke it.